Good morning and happy last day of January and the last Medicare Monday for January. I am Melanie Garland with Indiana Ship, and I am joined by my two lovely co-hosts today. We have Miss Megan Rogers and Susan Spilley, and you are going to, each of you watching today, are going to help us celebrate Susan's birthday today. So we won't embarrass her and tell you how old she is or how young she is. We'll let you guys, just celebrate the fact that we're all happy that she was born. And we'll celebrate that today. So we have some special surprises planned to celebrate Susan's birthday today, so you'll want to watch the entire presentation.
Mm-hmm.
But
I thought you were going to ask people to guess, Melanie.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. I mean,
Just saying, everybody, I have the Facebook filter, which kind of fuzzes out your image. So I'm much more wrinkly in person.
Well, guys, before we get to celebration, we got to do business first. So our presentation today is celebrating what January is the national month for. So this is a theme that we are creating with our 2022 presentation. So you will see almost every month that we will be celebrating what that month is known for. And if it's medically related, we'll talk about how Medicare is involved in the coverages. So we are going to start by talking about how January is National Glaucoma Month. So we're going to talk about the coverages, costs, and all the things that are involved and get you prepared so that you know what your options are, especially if you're thinking that you may be at risk for glaucoma and you want to know how to get things started. So birthday girl, I'm going to hand it over to you to tell our viewers what Medicare covers.
Thank you, Melanie. Okay, so indeed, Medicare does cover the diagnosis and treatment of glaucoma, especially for people who might be prone to having glaucoma. And that means folks with diabetes, and certainly if you have a family history of disease. Medicare covers an annual screening for those folks who are considered high risk. There's also outpatient laser surgery that is sometimes involved with glaucoma. And then I think most folks who have glaucoma are well aware that eye drops are a very common treatment. All right, so the services, the testing and treatment are all covered under Part B of Medicare, and that's the medical part, the outpatient coverage of Medicare. And if you have original Medicare, which means parts A and B of Medicare, you would have to pay that first deductible each year. And this year in 2022, that deductible is $233. So after you satisfy that deductible, your Medicare Part B insurance kicks in with 80% coverage. So that leaves you covering that 20% co-insurance. Now, if you have original Medicare and a Medigap plan, depending on which one you have, it could cover all of the rest of that, or even people that have been on Medicare Gap plans for a while. If you have an F plan supplement, you don't have to pay that deductible. So depending on which one you have, you can have all of your treatments covered, or most of your treatments covered with a Medigap plan. Now, with the Medicare Advantage plan, we know that Advantage plans have to offer all of the services that original Medicare does. And so certainly glaucoma is treated with an Advantage plan too. But you have to look at your plan because they all have different rules and coverage rates. So it's important that you look at that Advantage plan to see how your glaucoma treatment is going to be covered and your testing. So also, we know with Advantage plans, most of them are very network driven. So that's a super important thing. Make sure you're going to an ophthalmologist who treats glaucoma, who is in your plan. So I said before, one of the treatments that's very common, I know gals, I see it all the time when I'm helping people look at their prescription drug benefit each year. The eye drops are covered under the prescription drug benefit of Medicare, Part D. And again, just like Advantage plans, Part D plans, they are so diverse. There are, over 30 here in Indiana, and they all cover the glaucoma eye drops probably a little differently. So it's super important for you to understand how your current Part D plan covers the eye drops or any other medication for that matter. So it could be that your Part D plan has an annual deductible. Maybe you haven't met that yet. So you would have to finish meeting your deductible before your insurance kicked in. And then your co-payments, the money that you pay alongside for the drugs, actually usually a co-insurance. Those will vary too, depending on your drug plan. So it's easy to look up, or you know what, you can give your drug plan a call and see how they're going to cover that. Same thing with Advantage plans with drug coverage, check out to see how much it will cost. I will caution you that I don't know about Melanie and Megan, but when I work with people who have glaucoma, I do find these eye drops can be pretty expensive, even with prescription drug coverage under Medicare. So, arm yourself with information and check out how much it's going to cost.
Absolutely. And our trained ship counselors can help you compare those plans and look at your options and explain, the different pharmacy options, partnering with those plans as well. So it can be something that's costly, even though it is a covered medication. Absolutely. Well, thank you for all of the wonderful information on glaucoma today, Susan. And I think we've got some other national things that are celebrated in January. So Megan, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yes, thank you, Melanie, and thank you, Susan, for that great information. I'm going to talk about two other things that January is known for. And the first one is one that is near and dear to my heart. It's Thyroid Disease Awareness Month. I have had hypothyroidism for the last 10 years, so I know just a little bit about thyroid issues, and we're going to talk about how it works with Medicare. So most, if not all, of your thyroid testing and diagnoses are going to be handled with your Part B, your medical part of Medicare. So your blood work that you're getting done, that will be covered under Part B. You'll be responsible for 20% of that. Medicare will pay 80%, unless you have a Medigap that will pay secondary and cover that 20% of your blood work. And then if you're having ultrasounds to check your thyroid for nodules or other issues, that's also going to be covered for your Part B. And then for your Medicare Advantage plans, there will be copay costs for your blood work, lab work, ultrasounds, and that's going to be dependent on your Advantage plan, what those costs are. So you can check your Advantage plan company to see what those copays are going to be. If you hit your max out of pocket for the year, then you won't have any cost for those tests. And then most people that have thyroid issues, they're going to be on medications. And your Part D, your drug coverage, or your Advantage plan are going to cover those drugs. Generally, most thyroid medications are fairly cheap on Medicare as far as the copays go. There are some that are floating out there that are more like supplements or not approved by the FDA for your thyroid that are not going to be covered by Medicare. So you'll want to make sure that the drugs you're on are covered by that drug company or Advantage plan. And if they're not, looking at other ways to pay for those drugs. And then your deductibles, and copays are going to vary from plan to plan. So our next topic is it's National Mentoring Month. So we are primarily at SHIP made up of volunteers. I think we have around 350, give or take, might be a little bit more, Every time I ask, the number changes because we're always growing and we're always getting more volunteers. Um, I am finishing up training 10 volunteer counselors this month. So very excited about that. And I have a couple more for next month that want to get scheduled for training. And when they're done with training, what we do is we mentor them. And this is something I've heard positive feedback from counselors where they really love the way we do our mentoring, how we support them, where they observe us doing counseling and then they switch and they become the leader and we observe them. And they just really feel supported and get more information and knowledge during this time. So thank you to all of our counselors who help mentor the newbies. We have a lot of seasoned counselors that have been with us 20, 25 years. And we ask our counselors to help out others who are new to the program. And we just appreciate all of your hard work that you do to make sure that our new volunteers know their stuff. So Melanie, I think I'm going to send it back over to you.
All right, thank you. And yes, thank you to all of our volunteers, new and not new and regular and routine and all the things that you do for the program. You really are the backbone and keep us running. All right. So we talked about some things that Medicare covers and some things to consider. And some of the SHIP services can really help you review those options. So can help you review plans, if it's a drug plan or an Advantage plan or whatever that need is. And we can provide that assistance through individualized counseling sessions. So we just talked about how we love our volunteers and their training and their mentoring phases. And so you will be meeting with someone that is equipped with all the Medicare information to help you. And if they don't know how to help you, they know someone that does because we are all kind of interconnected. And I don't know about you ladies, but I really appreciate it when I can just text or call a coworker or another counselor of mine and get that answer. So we're all kind of supporting each other. But these appointments can be provided in person. They can be virtually, just like how Susan and Megan and I are all meeting right here in the same place. We're in different time zones, different areas of the state, but we're all still here at the same time. So we can do that with you as well. And then we have our SHIP helpline where our call center ladies can assist you or maybe even just help you find that local counselor near you. And then we have printed materials as well. So even in your appointment, we print things out for you. And even if you just give us a phone call, we can print things out and send it to you as well. So Susan, I'm going to turn it over to you so that you can talk about how our SHIP counselors can also screen for ways to help individuals that may need assistance with affording the high Medicare costs.
Thanks, Melanie. Yes, so we could add another bullet to this slide actually and add that SHIP counselors and people who have been trained at places that we call enrollment centers throughout the state can help you apply for some programs that helps you pay some or all of what Medicare doesn't. And this can go for the medical part of Medicare as well as your prescription drug benefits. And I'll just throw out a number so everybody can kind of get an idea in their minds about who we're talking about. So one of the programs that helps pay for the Part B monthly premium and it gets you great assistance with your drugs starts at an income limit for one person of $2,116 per month. $2,116 per month. That's for a single person. So if you know somebody or you're a Medicare beneficiary and you make around that and you have some fairly limited assets, which don't include things like your house and your car and your jewelry and your 70-inch screen TV, and it doesn't include most times your investment accounts if they're retirement related, like your 401ks or your IRAs, then give us a shout at the helpline and we can kind of ask you a couple more questions and see if you might qualify. And somebody can help you with an application. They're super easy. So that's my plug. Reach out. It's going to cost you a phone call to see if you might qualify. So here's that helpline number where there's ladies and a gentleman that could answer that and refer you to somebody local. And it's the 1-800-452-4800. You can also check us out online at medicare.in.gov. And you can always follow us on all of our social media platforms. So we're all here on Facebook. We're also on Twitter and Indeed. The employment.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn. Thank you. I was going to say Indeed. I knew it was some employment related thing. So give us a follow, give us a shout out. We'd love to talk with you.
Yes, absolutely. And these Facebook Live videos are saved to our page too. So if you were hearing this information and seeing this information today and immediately thought of someone that could also use this information and benefit from it, please direct them to our page. And this video will be saved on our page for later viewing. And our communication specialist also puts our videos from Facebook onto our YouTube channel. So you can find that just by going on to YouTube and searching Indiana Ship, and you'll find us. So, well, guys, it's the last Monday of January, which means we are in a whole new month next Monday. So we've got some exciting things going on and on the docket for February. So we are continuing our weekly Medicare Mondays. So you'll see us here, same Facebook page, same time, every Monday in February. And once a month, we do our What to Know Wednesdays. So that is on the second Wednesday of the month. So that will actually be the 9th. And we will be talking about the topics that we think that individuals need to know and need to be aware of. And those are usually quick, informative, and, you know, the three of us were pretty fun and interactive. So it'll be entertaining too. But we hope that you can tune in, and we will be posting this graphic on our Facebook page following this presentation as well. So you don't have to remember all the dates, but you can see that on our page and come back to that. But just remember, we'll be here every Monday and the second Wednesday of the month. So we hope you can tune in. We're really excited about our topics and themes for February. So we will definitely be celebrating all of the wonderful national things that are national month, I guess, holidays that are celebrated in February, and trying to provide you with information. So Megan, we have one more topic of business.
We do. It's very important.
Luckily, Sarah can edit that out when she posts it on YouTube. Oh, that's me and my friend Theo the Owl.
Who has a birthday today? It is Susan, and we are so thankful for all that you do, Susan. And you kind of created this monster of Facebook Lives that we all know and love. So we're definitely thankful for you and everything you do for them. And Megan and I, with our friends at Amazon, sent you a little gift that we think you might be able to use during your Facebook Lives. And I'm sorry, it's not a puppy, but it's the second best thing.
All right. Oh, yay. So everybody knows we all drink coffee throughout this presentation. And we're always running to our kitchens to refill because we get cold. The coffee gets cold. And it is a mug warmer, which I can plug in right over here. What a great gift. Thank you, ladies. I love it. Because I hate
no
cold
more
coffee.
cold coffee
Exactly.
during Facebook Lives.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, guys. And thank you for the people who typed in happy birthday. I appreciate the birthday wishes. And I appreciate you tuning in today.
Yes, absolutely. So happy birthday, Susan,
Happy
and
birthday.
happy Monday to all of our viewers. Thanks for watching today. We'll be back here next Monday and we'll be talking about the Advantage Plan open enrollment period and all the things you need to know. So we'll catch you then. Thank you.